Welcome to Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. If you hadn't guessed, this is the official sequel to Girls Frontline, a tactical RPG. GFL 2 follows a similar core genre, but with wildly enhanced visuals, from the character designs to the animated cutscenes and fully voice-acted story, down to the combat effects and stages. Today we're giving a thorough overview of what GFL 2 has to offer. We'll cover gameplay mechanics, characters, the gacha system, and some really unique things as well, like the augments you can attach to your weapons. Before we get started, I want to give GFL 2 a big thanks for sponsoring this video. If you want to give it a try, I'll have a link in the description down below, as well as links to their official social medias, so make sure to check them out. It's totally free to play, so there's nothing to lose by giving it a try. It's also currently up for pre-ordering on Steam, and it'll be available there soon as well, so keep an eye out for that. The official launch rewards are also incredible, featuring 120 pulls, tons of premium currency, free characters, or dolls as GFL 2 calls them, one of them being an elite doll, weapons, skins, and more. Also, here's 6 extra redeem codes for even more rewards. Take a screenshot or write them down to use in-game. With that, let's jump into some gameplay. The basics are easy enough to understand. You typically have a team of 4 dolls. You place them down in your preferred position and go to town. Once the battle starts, you can move them around the battlefield and attack enemies with them. There's usually some sort of cover both you and the enemies can take advantage of to reduce the damage taken. There are a few other neat features like the rewind function. If an action results in an undesirable outcome, you can basically just rewind your mistake. We also have camera controls so you can see the battlefield from multiple angles. Your characters have some points above their health bar. This is called the confectance index, but we can refer to them as action points because that's essentially what they are. Different skills can increase or decrease these points. Most characters use guns as their weapon of choice, but we do have some melee sword users as well. The obvious drawback to these units being they have short range, but cover for enemies is much less effective. There are tons of various other mechanics depending on the stage, like you can get high ground, and regardless of the enemies trying to protect themselves with cover, you will do full damage. Conveyor belts, elevators, environmental traps like exploding pipes, so on and so forth. There are other stage mechanics that vary level to level, but that's the core. Pretty simple, right? But as a team game, the different dolls you use to form your team, their special roles and abilities, the different gun augments, and ultimately your choices during combat can have a large impact on your success or failure, so it can go quite deep. If you're confident in all but the last point, there is also an auto battle mode. This gives yourself a chance to relax and leave combat choices to your characters. We'll come back to gameplay a little later because it's also important to understand your dolls and what they can do. So let's move on to the characters in GFL 2 and some of the interesting ways you can interact with them. So here we are at the main menu. On the right side, we have some options here. We are going to be checking out the refitting room to start with. Here you can look at your collection of characters, interact with them. You can see some various idle animations here, as well as just appreciate the level of detail some of these characters have. It's really incredible, actually. We also have the public area, and from here we can go to the dormitory. And here you can see your favorite characters in different environments. They also have special idle animations, different poses as well, etc., etc. There is, of course, free camera control as well to sort of more appreciate the 3D environment and all that. What are you looking at there for so long anyway? It's just a picture of like a map. Now I am a tiny mouse. From the dormitory, we can also get to outfits, which will unlock an additional pose as well, like this one where Groza is decorating. Honestly though, if you had like a line laser level thing, this would probably be a lot easier. Hey, wait. I wasn't trying to do anything like that. I just wanted to hand you my Bosch line laser. In team games, it's important to have a balance of offense and defense. Mosin-Nagant here, for example, named after a famous bolt-action rifle originally designed in the 19th century, is a single target burst, assist, and control unit. Her damage-dealing abilities have a massive 9-tile range, and can also debuff the enemies she attacks with paralysis, if she doesn't just straight up kill them. But it might also be important to have some AoE damage, and that's where Peritya can come in. She's got wide area, team support, and displacement. She does a massive area of damage centered around herself. She can also effectively move enemies around, taking them out of cover, for example. Most of her abilities have a quite long range as well. Next, we got Suomi here. Of course, we need a bit of healing and stability regen. Couple of shields can't hurt either. Her ultimate not only deals damage in a wide area, but debuffs the enemies she hits. Then for all allies, she'll restore 2 stability points, which is this little shield icon here, and if it goes down to 0, that's pretty bad, you're exposed. She'll also cleanse a debuff, any taunt effects, and gives you a shield. Finally, where her ultimate lands transforms those tiles into frost tiles, and then enemies who end their turn on these tiles, not only can their movement be restricted, but they'll also gain a weakness to freeze damage. Even outside of her burst, she can still provide shields in a massive area. And to wrap it up, just for fun, we can use Ullrid, one of the very few melee characters. Her ultimate technically has a pretty long range, since upon using it, you can move 5 tiles in a plus shape before actually doing the attack. And after using Hunter's Sight, one of her skills, which again, yes, does have a very small range, but she will gain 6 tiles of additional movement. Now that we've decided on our team, let's take a look at their weapons, make sure everything is up to code here. Again, with the weapons, like the amount of detail is actually really incredible. But yeah, basically for the most part, the attachments are just stats. Higher rarities, of course, give more and better stats. We got crit rate, attack, etc. We'll go ahead and equip that one. For now, I'm just gonna pay attention to the stats and equip what seems good to me. You can also calibrate the attachments to raise the stats here. What I think is cool is that you can equip the attachments that you feel have the best stats, but you can actually have your gun look completely different and it won't affect the stats at all. So yeah, honestly, I kind of like the look of like this classic hunting rifle here. Of course, a bit more modernized with all the attachments, but I think this looks pretty nice. So visually we'll have this, but actually have the stats of the monstrosity we made a second ago. We can also just leave certain things off to make it a bit more minimal, like I think that's pretty nice, you know? And yeah, there she is holding the little rifle I made. That's pretty neat. We should also enhance it a bit. Let's say level 30 or so. She will be one of my main damage dealers. Ullrid's sword already looks pretty damn nice, but let's see what we can do to it. Some of these do look pretty nice, and this one's really hilarious, but I kind of do just like the clean aesthetic of nothing there. We can also make it look like any other sword we have acquired, but I kind of think this one's the best looking one anyway. There are other ways to increase a character's power, like by leveling them up, segments if you get some duplicates of the character, and neural helix where you can get some stats and passives for various materials. You can then equip those passives based on what you want your character to excel more at. Suomi and Ullrid are actually currently the rate up units. These are 2 of the 4 I planned for my team, and they do both sound really good, especially Suomi with all of her support abilities. Even though we already have them, let's take a look, maybe try and get a duplicate, check out that summon animation as well, because I have not seen it yet, actually. So we got a big helicopter here, picking up a character. Oh, I see. We're gonna open the door and see who it is. Looks like a purple, unfortunately. Yeah, we got some guns, got some weapons. Let's see who the character is. Okay, I mean, they do have a pretty cute little animation when you summon them. Let's see if we can get her early at least. Still just a purple, but I want to see the animation. Eh, it's just a gun. Well, I do have another summon animation here. That was pretty good. Well, this is like an exploding lollipop. I mean, you saw it too. I don't need to explain that. What am I doing? Ah, there we go. 7th tin pull, not as bad as it could have possibly been, I guess. That's not her, but we'll take a look at the summon animation. Okay, pretty standard. Got Groza. Ah, here she is. Damn, it looks cold. Snow is cold, right, guys? But you got a lantern, it's all good. So we have a pity of 80, which does seem to carry over between banners, which is good. Let's try and get Ullrid. I mainly just want to see her summon animation, honestly. Oh, here's a new one. I have no idea what's going on there, honestly, but that was pretty cool. Ah, another new one, I believe. Got like a commander. Okay, pretty cute. Ah, there we go. A little early, not too bad. That's definitely not her, but maybe a new, yeah, definitely a new summon animation there. All right. Oh yeah, okay. That was definitely one of the summon animations of all time. Ah, but here she is. Here she is. Melee user. Okay, that's sick. Damn, she went invisible. That's really cool. Ooh, decapitated. Oh, quite brutal. Nice. That was probably the coolest so far, I gotta say. In terms of gacha mechanics, the drop chance is kind of standard, I guess we can call it, at 0.6. However, they have a hard pity of 80 and the soft pity starts at 58, which I feel like might be a little more generous than typical. There does seem to be the good old 50-50 though, so I guess we got lucky to get the rate up units instead of a different elite. On weapon banner, we have a 75% chance. For weapons though, hard pity is at 70 and soft pity starts at 50. That's definitely not bad. We also have the beginner procurement where you can do a 10 pull for only 8 tickets and you're guaranteed an elite within 50. So yeah, overall, gacha mechanics not too bad. We also have an interesting event here with a cool little mini game called Wasteland Impact we're going to try real quick. Why does she have that on? I'm not sure this is the best place to wear a swimsuit, but we'll go with her. We can choose manual or automatic fire. We're gonna try manual to start. Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. Right click to go out of cover and left click to actually fire. We also have a special ability, a Q down there that is currently charging, and some supply pods here that I guess give us some kind of bonus. She does fire a little slow for my taste. I might try the SMG. We do have the Q ready, but I want to wait until, you know, there are a few more enemies on screen. Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, okay, wait, it's just a speed buff, which definitely helps in her case, and a damage buff as well, and a reload speed buff. Okay, that is pretty neat. I want to get double S, but the time is like really close there. Oh man, I pressed Q at the completely worst time. Oh wait, and now we have elite enemies? There's the elite enemy. I mean, we still got S. Maybe we can come back to it once we get like a better weapon or something. Our new weapon is for Suomi, so we're going to try her. For 10 seconds, gain infinite ammo and deal 50% more base damage. Oh yeah, that's way better. I mean, we have infinite ammo, so we don't even like need to stop firing. That is pretty sick. Oh, we have a big dude. Jesus Christ. Oh, and you can critical if you hit their head. I think we did get double S. Let's go. Man, we're actually getting kind of cracked. We do have a new weapon for Sabrina, so we will check it out. That does look kind of crazy. She fires a lot faster by default already, so that's nice. She has a pretty long reload time though, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, there's the elite already. Bro can't even do anything. He's so dumb. I mean, we still got it. Wasn't too bad. So we've done all we can. The rest doesn't open for a bit here. We can already claim some nice juicy rewards though, so let's go ahead and grab those. Got a weapon here. 60 lot of neural archives. These are basically considered duplicates or shards for the duplicate, you know what I mean? We also have the trade center where we can use some of the currency we got to buy tons of different items here. Weapons, summon tickets. Yeah, quite nice. The main part of the event, I'm assuming, is closer to the typical gameplay, which would give us a chance to check out our team. We start out with the grid here and we can explore the grid, and we'll probably eventually stumble across an enemy here, but we do have an item. We got bullets +1. We'll just keep going though. We got dull HP +5. Okay, cool. We got some bonuses. Maybe we get lucky and like we don't even run into a fight. Oh wait, there we go. I'm kind of the type to explore everything, so I guess we're just going to start with this fight here. Starting with Peritya. She is the AoE unit. Sure, let's hit both of those guys. Okay, we might be a little too strong for the first stage. Just be on the safe side, we'll give her a shield, though I kind of feel like we probably won't need it. Oh yes, our melee unit can go very far, so let's go here, do her ultimate. Ultimate gives us another 5 tiles of range, and we can hit, whoa. No problem, let's use Blade Whirlwind on him, and that'll probably finish him off. Get wrecked. She's very strong. But yeah, I guess that'll pretty much do it for the overview of GFL2 Exilium here. Overall, a really nice looking game. The gameplay can be really as deep or shallow as you want if you want to dig into the nitty gritty. For example, Peritya here, I spent a long time trying to do her ultimate and then digging into her kit a little bit more. She really favors having other AoE units because that will give her, among other things, a confectance index point, and she needs 6 of those to do her ultimate. Just little things like that. But yeah, otherwise, really nice graphics, tons of character personality and like idle animations depending on where you tap them there. That's so funny. Once again, if you want to try it yourself, the links will be in the description down below. Also down there is the like button if you enjoyed. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.